Hello, 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 hello. How are you? How are you? How are you? How is everyone? How's it going? Ah, yes. It's another fantastic Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. How is your New Year's going? I hope it's going well. I really, truly do. So, as always, the introduction. For those new, old, or anywhere in between, my name is Ruin, and I am the Archsage of Arcanum Exodius, our humble little library here on this corner of the internet. Specialize in doing fantasy and kind of more chill content. I am not an Excita streamer. Nothing against Excita streamers. But it'll be a rare day where you'll have me yelling and screaming and all that stuff. So welcome in, welcome in. Oh, and we do ASMR. I'm a huge fan of ASMR. So tonight the plan is originally we're gonna do some Baldur's Gate. We're still gonna do that, okay? But I built this dinosaur deck that I've been tweaking with in Magic the Gathering Arena last night, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. It is just a pure Timmy, i.e., like a little kid deck that's just going in and going rah rah. It's so much fun. So that's what we're gonna do for a little bit is play with this. Plus, it gives me a chance because I can play and fold my laundry at the same time. Alright, as a heads up, streams will be changing. There'll be less games. Probably more magic. So I know I've talked about this. I just want to make sure no one's surprised. But there will be less games moving forward. And more Magic the Gather, like probably more Magic the Gathering, but there's going to be more hand cams, more ASMR, because I start school back up. I got to finalize my schedule. But I start it back up next week. Fantastic keepable hand. We got our ramp spell, and we got stuff to do. So hmm hmm So the one thing this deck really doesn't have is interaction, and we're working on that. The reason why it doesn't have interaction is simply because there needs to be a critical mass of dinosaurs to make running Gishath worth it. So, mm-hmm, whoop-a-ba. But yeah, what's everyone been up to? I'll be honest, I slept most of today. Um, just simply because I had a hard time sleeping last night. I kept starting and stopping. See, I like effects like this. Um, Especially against Omnath, which look at those hands. That is some hentai protagonist dream there. Oh my goodness. Uh-huh. Do-do-do. Whoop-a-pa-pa. Whoop-a-pa-pa. But what this deck essentially is, it's just a big giant ramp deck. And there is nothing wrong with big giant ramp decks. Wink. Of course, I don't expect this guy to stay living, but if he does, yay, woohoo! If he doesn't, Um, wow, yay, woohoo! So play this land, and does this resolve? Does this resolve? Whoa. I have no idea what's going on here, but I am not going to complain about it. Um, let's see. There's no need to really do any damage, and we don't need to play anything else from the hand because they could have a board wipe. Most 5-color decks tend to be control decks, so we don't have to do anything here. Really, I should have done all this in my main phase, but my second main. Who cares? We're just having fun. Okay. So again, interesting. They don't have the white that they need. They do not have the white that they need. Okay, so they're doing that to force me to have to do something. Um, the thing is I don't have to double block. Like, yes, they get value, but this makes free 3/1s. Plus, that thing has a big ass, which I on the card I get that it has a big ass, but damn. Ah, there's the scoop. Okay, let's see. Which I gotta check something. Um, okay. Okay. Uh, I'm alrighties. Sorry, what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up the integration. I know, terrible. But I want you guys to be able to fully appreciate, like when I play Magic the Gathering, there is this awesome integration. Um, the third party has set up. So, hmm, I see. Okay, okay. Just quickly going through this, and while we're here, quickly going through all this. But yeah, no, I haven't really been. Um, okay. All right. And then, since I'm doing stuff behind the scenes right now, I'm going through PayPal stuff. Um, just because I want you guys to be able to like fully enjoy, at least if you're watching live, what the. All right. I want you to be able to fully enjoy um, when I play Magic. And the integration should let you do that because what it does is it lets you hover. I'm going to double test it. Make sure that we are fully integrated here. Like again, I apologize. I just didn't think about this. Uh, hmm. Ba, 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 ba. But yeah, so I'm trying to set it up really quick, as fast as I can. Okay. Okay. So, pa-pa-pa. We'll actually play a couple more games here while this goes on in the background. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Did the download go through? Okay. Well, we'll play a couple more games. I might have to figure this out for next stream, unfortunately. But yeah, so we've taken at least the path towards the integration. So there's an awesome integration that, like, when I'm streaming live, and I've seen it on others, you guys can just hover over the cards, it'll pop up, and it'll explain what all the cards are, which makes this way easier, and I can just have fun and chill. Ooh, Dino versus Dino. Oh, speaking of chill, we need some music. Let's get some music going. Let's get some music going. Uh, this is a risky keep, because if they blow this up, um, okay, it's less risky now. There we go. We'll pick up from the last playlist that we were on. That's a little too loud in my ear, but should be okay in your guys's. I'm okay if you just want to blow that up. 2, 4, 6. We're at 7. Mm-hmm. Make sure. Yep. Alrighty. We can go ahead, play that. We almost are at the magic 8 number. 8 is magical because it lets us play Gishath, and then we get to play my dinosaur bigger. I mean, not really, because Gishath is actually technically smaller than Atali, and strictly on a power scale, Gishath isn't as strong. But still, we get to play my dino bigger with Galta. Oh, I've just never seen that artwork before. That's cool. But we had a faster start than them. Okay. Never satisfied with audio, thus is the stream life. Eat that. My turn. Eat that out of my own graveyard. And swing, swing, swing. We're doing very similar things. Oh wow, they just took the full 7. I don't even know what to say. I mean, mathematically that's probably right. But, 1, 2, and 3. Sadly, I think this just came down to whoever could ramp up faster. and I beat them because like this is like a 50-50 matchup. And besides, it's Dino v Dino combat. Rah! Alrighties. Yep, that's probably a good game because they can stop that, but that has trample, that has trample. Yep, and that thing giving Dinos haste is fantastic. Mm-hmm. Alrighties. So yeah, we'll just keep playing with some dinos while I fold my laundry here. And how is everyone doing? You know, anyone ever do this where they do like a mundane task like folding laundry while doing something else? I mean, probably everyone. Folding laundry while watching television has been a long-standing thing. Ooh, this might be a hard matchup. So what makes this matchup hard is that it is a very fast deck, and we don't have much in the way of interaction. Um, to the extent where like we don't have a way of saying hello to them. Because sometimes it's fun to be like, hello, stop that nonsense right now. That's much better. That is much, much better. Um, we'll actually tuck that. Start out there. So tucking the mana dork is because we only need one mana dork. We don't need all the dorks. Have you ever been at a convention before? I have. You get all the dorks together. Whew, it gets smelly. Oh dear, that was terrible. Mm-hmm. Folding laundry, playing magic, listening to music and streaming, having a good time. So yeah, I start law school back up. I gotta finalize my schedule, um, and I'll probably be doing that after stream. I don't know how long we're gonna go for, but we're gonna go as long as I can. And then we'll go say hi to someone. But stream's gonna be changing. I mean, there might be some collabs in the future. So I'm fully expecting to run headlong into a counterspell here, but if they counter the ramp, I'm not as, yeah. So like countering the ramp doesn't burn me as bad. Hmm. So they could be telegraphing having, because there's like 3 or 4 green cards that give hexproof. So they could be telegraphing that. So that's why we're just gonna do like X is 1. And if we get them to burn through it, that's perfectly fine. Ideally, when they untap, they target this. Yep, give it hexproof. And then ideally, they're going to kill her off while doing something else. Now there is a Cavern of Souls in this deck, which Cavern of Souls, you name a creature type, and that creature type becomes uncounterable whenever you use Cavern of Souls to cast it. Okay, that is ideal. Perfect. Now, losing Chandra does hurt, but Chandra's really in here to be more removal and ramp than she is for her passive ability. Gonna take a sippy. Ah, clever. Clever, clever. Now, they might be able to kill me with the amount of mana that they have. And like I said, this was going to be a rough matchup because it's a blue-green aggro deck, and aggro is what this deck struggles against right now, which is the reason why we're playing it, because I want to tweak it and see what can we do to make it better. Because you have to keep enough ramp pieces to get to your commander. Alrighties. The problem that we have right now is that they're very much telegraphing having a counter spell. But also I'm kind of obligated to do this because this is my only chance of winning. Otherwise, if we pass turn to them, so they either have a counter or bounce. If we just pass turn to them, oh yeah, that's perfectly fine. Good game. So we'll give it to them because we're not even going to do enough damage to get through that shield there. We probably could have played Chandra a little differently, and that's really about it. You know, sometimes you gotta play to lose, which I know seems paradoxical, but sometimes you learn more from losing than winning. You know? I mean, that's why we're all VTubers, because we're all losers, right? Right? That's what I was raised on, like if you like Animu and all that. Man, no one cares about that shit. Fuck high school and middle school. Once you become an adult, like really become an adult, no one cares. They're just happy that you're out there doing stuff and not hurting people. Uh-huh. Folding, folding. Okay. Good, good music. This is Alex Rainbird. He's a DJ who puts together indie music. Been a long time listener of his. This is a risky keep, but we can work with it. It's risky because we don't have another land, and we'll be very dead. Very, very dead. Especially since this is just a ramp war. This is about who can ramp the fastest. Uh, Now, because I don't have double white, we're going to go fetch one of the whites. Oh god, that sounded terrible. We're going to go fetch one of the whites. Suddenly we're back in the 60s in the south. Oh god. Um, what can we pull off? Oh, gosh. That's going to slow them down, and then we can get this up, and then hit for 2. That dinosaur just came in and was all like, you! Hurt them! You! Go over here! 2, 4, 6, 7. So if we draw a land, yep, we're gonna come down with our big dumb dino right on time before theirs. Yes, please. Now we've gone way wider than they have. So their best hope is to cast that and hope that they can find good things. Foreign collects is a very good thing. Folding my laundry. All right. And we will play some Baldur's Gate. We're probably going to do like an hour of Baldur's Gate. I'm starting to get burned out on it, which is understandable. It's my fifth time. Like, I still love the game, but I think after the Will Origin playthrough, it's going to get a long rest. Okay. Uh, Probably legitimately the best thing we could do is play this giant 8/8 and then just swing, because we're going to be forcing them to. Yep. Mm-hmm. Dinos are a fantastic tribe, apparently. Are those mine? I'm not sure if these underwear are mine. I think what I'm going to do in the Discord, and this song is very much right, um, I'm going to add a. I think we already have an encouragement section, but like I'm going to do one specifically for weight loss, because that's one of the things that's going to be my big 2024. And it can be hard to get started on anything. It's even harder to get started on weight loss because you feel terrible when you first start. I've done it before. I've lost the weight before. Had a bad relationship with an ex and got it back and then plus some. So that's again. We want the freebie. Yeah, we can't keep this. It's tempting because it's one of those. If we get a green, we're good. All right, yeah, that'll work. That will very much work. Pass to them. I was hoping they would do that. So, green and red. Mm-hmm. Slow down their ramp over here. Plus that 3/4. Yep. Alright, that's what I thought they were doing. Now, it's very tempting to be like Chandra, but they're going to have the mana. Um, They're going to have the mana. Green and white. They're going to have the counter spell. So like ignoring that temptation is the hard part. But also, they're also going to have board wipe, so like when we go wide, there we go. That gets one of them. Ooh, they have easy. Urza. Oh, it's not Urza, so it's Urzi. Alright is. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted to draw. The question becomes, what do they have? They can't counter it, so we're just gonna spam them with this and make them try to figure out solutions to Gishath while drawing cards. Yep. Because if you're playing a control deck, you have to run land destruction. Well, you don't have to. It depends on your mana base. If your mana can support it, you run land destruction. It helps protect you. So, for those just coming in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you as always. I know we posted Baldur's Gate. We are. I'm also doing my laundry. And so playing Magic the Gathering lets me fold my laundry while I'm still streaming and all that stuff. Okay. What do you guys do? Like, any fellow streamers out there, artists, whatever have you? Like, what's your busy? Um, like, Magic is my everything sort of game because I've been playing it for so long. But it's also like I gotta finish laundry. That's boring. I'm ADHD. Well, if I had Magic the Gathering to it, now I can stay busy and it's a little more fun. Plus, having the music play in the background is super chill. Let's tweak the audio so that way you guys can hear it a little better. There we go. I don't want to overpower me. Oh god, so yeah, we cannot keep this at all. We're gonna moly. Alright. Weirdly, I think it's the Chandra. So, not the best hands to keep, per se. Especially against this aggro deck. Yeah, this is not a good start. Okay. Done. Dino. I think we have to discard that. So I think we have to pass turn, discarding to deal 3 damage. So I was looking at that, and in the past, that mechanic would have been called channel. What does this thing do? Um, and then that should prompt their give hexproof, which they have an infinite amount of them. Now, if we don't draw into a green, yep. This is the weakness that we have currently with the deck, so like this might be some tweaking. If we don't draw into a green, it's just kind of good game at this point. We're already massively behind as is. Which I'm almost done folding my laundry. I have to go and it'll take 5 minutes for me to run to our laundry because benefits of living with parents. Okay, that's still rough. Best we could do is use that as a decoy. Both of those are flyers. Yeah. Weirdly need this. So I think the play is but we'll also do some tweaking. Oh dear. That's probably, yeah. I'm gonna give it to them because we're at 7. So I'm on my last shirt to fold, then I gotta go switch my laundry over, which won't take too long. I'll fill up my water bottles and take out my trash while I'm at it. I know, the hot streamer content you want. Perfectly mundane things. But, it's my channel. I'm gonna talk about life, talk about things, and have a fun. Alrighties. So, I enjoy the tunes. I will be right back. Yep, enjoy. I'll be back. And back. Alrighties. Let's hop right back to it. We're going to do a little bit of tweaking here. And let's see. Oh, that's perfect. We almost had an hour. Okay. Let's see. Almost an hour in. I think what's better for... Looking up things to put in. Instants and sorceries probably make the most sense. Then... Alrighties. Looking. So this makes sense to add because it's mostly a board wipe, but also it's not going to really affect a lot of my bigger stuff. Yeah, that's hilarious. Just finding the appropriate board wipes, per se, and responses is tough. It's very tough. It's really, really tough. I think both of those are good choices to kind of help mitigate that early game issue. Oh, each non-token creature, or we could just straight have deal 3. I mean, the mana cost is an issue, but... And then... Oh, mana value. Converted mana cost. I mean, mana value's technically been in the game since inception, but just after all these years, it feels weird to say. It's not Maya Braid. Now, of course, the hard part is going to be, okay, so we added this, a little bit of control, you know, just a little bit of, alright, what comes out? That's always the really hard part, and it has to be from the non-creatures, it can't be the creatures, because we have to, ideally, when we tweak with creatures, we have to add more dinos. Okay. Okay, so we got 5 and of course there's some issues with some of these being 2 mana. The issue is that they're gonna compete. So they're gonna compete with our already established. Okay. Okay. Hmm. See, that's part of the ramp package. So, and there's a lot of ramp in this deck. There is a unbelievable amount of ramp. For good reason, though, too. Because we're trying to get to 8 as fast as possible. So, that's a board wipe. That's not really a board wipe. She's also ramp. That does a lot, so that can be a board wipe. But like we have to set up creatures first. I don't know. Might need some more testing here. Weirdly, I've been staring at the Wandering Emperor, even though that's good individual removal. Probably. Um. Do we have any other? I've also been staring at this, which this is also individual removal. But if a dino comes out, a dino must go in. Thus, those are the rules. It helps to add. I mean, that's silly. I get it. That's super, super silly. But it helps to add rules like that when you build a deck. To like be like, what's the purpose of this deck? The purpose of this deck is to make big, rampy, stompy things and have fun. All right, it's Dino Tribal. Let's frickin' go. That does 2 things. I've always had mix with Brotherhoods, and it's either really, really good or really, really bad. So like that might come out simply because um hmm oh no, didn't mean to take that out. Well, we gotta take out 4. 1, 2, 3. Looking at the Invasion of Zendikar, or maybe it's Cartographer Survey, which is weird to say, but like that is weird. That is super weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to figure out. It's tough to think, okay, what are we doing? What do we need to take out? What do we need to put in, and why? So a lot of times, like I will sit for like a half hour just going, okay, but this. Uh, whew, oh, Glorious Sunrise. Like I'm looking at the Invasion, and that's just a solid 2 basic land guarantee. These aren't guaranteed lands, but they're the best ramp that we have. I could probably pitch the Cartographer Survey, which doesn't feel good, but we still have 3 4-mana ramp things. See, chick. And that. Okay. And now we just have to get out. I like this guy. I like him. He's dumb. But like, he's sort of the... But then again, he does require you. That's why we took out Azusa's Many Journeys, which does a lot of things. Lets you play an extra land, lets you get 3 life, and then flips over into a 3/3 that does stuff. Enchantment. Okay. It might just come down to booting out Fateful Absence, which is an amazing removal spell, simply because Get Lost does more. Alright, and then we gotta boot out 2 more cards, because we gotta go back and put that 1 dino back in. And then we'll see if there's any, like, this thing is so mixed, because it's basically a 4 mana removal spell, and the Wandering Emperor does a better job of that. It's a rare day that we're just gonna play this as a 2-3 for 2. Let's see. Now we're getting down to the hard stuff. Now we're getting down to the really, really hard stuff. Okay, Glorious Sunrise is fantastic for when I'm stuck. It's a good Dirtle card, but like, we're going all in on the Gishath and Dino plan, because we're here to play with dinosaurs! Rah! Maybe it's the Jurassic Evolution. Maybe that's why. And plus Ixalan's out again. Small sippy there, and... Okay. Now we gotta take out 1 more. These 2 we don't touch, because this just keeps. Oh, this is a sack. Really? That's how it reads? Okay. I would much rather... Instant sorcery. Creature, 3. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And... Let's see, where did I put ya? Now, weirdly, we're not playing Hotley? I don't know how you say her name. But simply because she's too slow. She's cool, she'll have her moments, but she is way too slow. Way, 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 way too slow. No, I don't want 3, I just want dinos. Give me all... And then if we hit this craft button... At the same time, like, this combined with this is a good way to get rid of something early game. So I'm not certain. There just might not be a decent enough... Yeah, that's cute. I can see the argument for it. But, Can see the argument for it. It's cute, but Looking to see if there's any other... I really don't like this. I kicked it out because it's often just a 3-3. Yeah, it's a 3-3 with options, and options are usually good. However, it's often just a 3-3. Okay, that gets a braid. So we'll see. Because Dinosaur, ideally we'd get 1 more Dinosaur in here, but tweaked it a little bit. Other thing that we could tweak a little bit is the lands. So let's take a look. What? You're objectively wrong. telling them that they're objectively wrong because we want at least 3 planes for search reasons. Plus, there's enough of this that we're okay. Probably the only thing that we could really do. Oh, we don't need creature. We just want lands. Even then, like. Oh, okay. That's just another tap land that we don't need. Arguably, we could run it. We could go down a mountain and just go up to that. That actually kind of makes sense. That actually makes kind of sense. Okay. But we don't need to run a whole bunch of tap lands. I mean, that's not always a tap land, but it's going to be a rare day. That's not going to be a tap land. We'll see. I'm staring at Blast Zone. That's why we're not running this. Is that this is still a good land? It fixes all 3 colors, but because we have a lot of lands that are going to enter the play tapped. So. Okay, we'll still play it. We'll see how it goes. Only thing I'm really kind of staring at, and for search purposes, the minimum I'd ever want to do is like 3 or less of a land. Because we got a lot of things that, because it starts to make some cards dead. We got a lot of cards that are very dependent on being able to search lands. And if we run out of basics too quickly, eeh. So add a little bit of interaction. Oh, mirror match! We're gonna play with some dinos. I'm gonna get the victory song ready. I mean, I'm not saying that we're gonna win, but I'm just saying, like, might as well have it ready. I try to give every deck a song. I think I've talked about this before. Do you ever do that? Like, do you associate songs with certain games and things? Yeah, I'm gonna need the double green. Okay. Do gotta change the sleeves of this. Oh, that is just too perfect. The reason why that's perfect is odds are they're not going to be able to respond to this. They seem to be telegraphing having a removal spell already. Oh, and they're going slower. Woof. They are in fact going slower. That's fantastic. That is great news for us. So we could have done this, but we didn't simply because. So double red, green. Still, we'll go fetch the mountain. Double green, because we have our double white right here, but this gives us one of each. Basic. If it's relevant or not. I don't think there's any domain in this deck. I think we took out the one source of domain. But doing this gets the tapped land out of the way in a very, very convenient way. a pickle because this guy's coming down ahead. Do they have 2, 7? Okay, yep. So theirs is going to be coming down. Two, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Gods, this is rough. This is super duper rough. But that's kind of the point. Now, if they would have thought a little bit, because they have this... Well, I think they used that to... Okay. Three. Yeah, that really put a damper on our ability to do that back. So we'll see. We will see. They can't Geshath us back now, which is great. Yep. But I thought we were going to get to it first. That's okay. Different strategies, like we don't play this just because it's a 3-mana 1/1. The Death Touch is nice. The Death Touch is nice. But being a 3-mana 1/1 is kind of... because it gets removed by a lot of things. So this is where we're probably going to see the neg into the board wipe. Oh, nope. I was expecting that. Interesting. We're in a weird place right now. We're in a super weird place. But it's not a place I want to be per se, but the best hand that we can do right now is force them to make a decision. Okay? So if they let us have Geshath, there's a chance that looking at the top 7, we're going to get a bunch of things. But if they choose not to let us get the Geshath trigger, and instead block Geshath, okay. Now, 3, 6, yep, so we're gonna get Geshaft, and that's gonna hurt. I for sure thought we had this. Alright. Whoa. Drawing 1 is not bad. Gets haste. Don't have the mana to pay the 2. And then we go no attacks. Yeah, I'll give it to him. Alright, we'll do one more, then we'll switch over to some Baldur's Gate. When I switch, like, what I do to make uploading the VODs easier is I just click end stream, click back on. We go down real quick, we come back up. Okay. because all the VODs are uploaded to my YouTube. One of the things we're going to get around to doing is, in fact, organizing them so that way they're easier to watch. Okay, so we'll do one more, and then we'll switch over to some Baldur's Gate. Ooh. Ba ba ba. Ooh, ooh. Tell me we're playing. We're not playing. Ah, it is a blue deck. Alright. Alright. Forest. Mountain into double forest, and to get the white that we need. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be cruising. See, what I'm surprised, like, something called Cavern of Souls, you think they would update it to be a cave. But I guess the technical definition of a cavern is not a cave. You know? Dinosaur? Done? Would be very susceptible to getting board wiped if we did that. It's very tempting. I'm looking at this going, we could go double mana dork and then untap with 6, possibly leading to 7 for the Rex. That actually is just a little too tempting. That is a little too tempting. Because if we draw land off the top, we just Rex them. Turn 3. Turn, right? Or turn, no, it'd be turn 4. Which that's still not bad. That's not bad at all. This big ugly thing coming down like raw. I love ramp decks. I love just, it makes you so joyous. You feel like a little kid again. Okay. So yep, waiting for my laundry to dry now. The Laundry Chronicles. That'd be a good name for these series of streams. I debate about playing this. We'll get rid of that because that's going to cause problems later on. Oh, that's... What I really like about this deck is that we can burn through our hand and then follow it up with Gishath and be okay. Alrighties. Man, that vampire, Blood Tithe Harvester, he is totally the asshole at the put who double dips. You know, like it doesn't matter what it is. It could be chips, it could be like cookies, like cookies with frosting, like it fucking doesn't matter. He is that asshole. Like that's the community plate, and he's just sitting there going, this is so good. Okay. So we're gonna turn around and just Rex them. What? What were you expecting? Come on. Come on. This is a dino deck. We're gonna play with big dumb dinosaurs. I've been wanting to make a ramp deck that wasn't Atali, because Atali's kind of like the meta of ramp. Doink. Do that. There's an argument to be made to go for that, but that's what I like about this. It's just raw dinosaurs, raw. Okay. but tomorrow is ASMR. I gotta double check. I think tomorrow's Learn a Skill. Wait, no, tomorrow's our day off. Fridays are days off. Yes, sorry. Saturday is Learn a Skill with me ASMR. And that's going to give you a good idea of what coming content's going to be like. I might, like if I have another I'm up, I might do a 24-hour stream just to fix my sleep schedule to get ready for school. Because I've been having rough time sleeping and staying up all night. So we might end up doing a very long stream here soon, just simply for fixing the sleep schedule purposes. Now they do have a board wipe that they could use, and I'm wondering if that's what's going to happen here. Because there's that black board wipe that's like, destroy all creatures. Wink. We can sit here with a braid open, which I'm really sad. Why isn't it like, normally you can apply styles. I have a cool braid that I would rather use over, like this isn't bad artwork, but if you got the bling, show it. You know? Alright, this is gonna go fetch a white. That still doesn't sound good. Hey Jim, we need you to go fetch a white. I'm gonna stop before we get cancelled. Oh gods. And there's that old Family Guy skit where it's like, say cool, now say whip. Say cool, now say whip. I don't like how you had to H that. Although I don't think Family Guy is as relevant as it used to be. Yeah, so because we have this, which, this is being a little persnickety here, like aside from the whole cavern, cave distinction. Like this should have been a cave if they're introducing caves. Oh, nope. That's the most highest value thing, and they were trying to get it to turn night so they could draw and discard. But if you're introducing caves, turn an existing card into a cave. It's not going to hurt anything, and it might actually see caves get played more. Oh, this is so frustrating. We're both just, it's Cold War now. It is the Cold War. We're both staring down each other. I needed that land. Is she a vampire? No, she's a noble. Marchese. Okay. Let's see. Wolf, they're gonna get the Marchese. This game is just starting to drag, and that's unfortunate. One thing I will do though is we're gonna get Baldur's Gate ready in the background. Oh, hey, that does give us our... Okay, that does give us our blocker to keep them from invading Fiora. Look at that. Oh, God, what tangent did we get off on? Who knows? So, anyways, um, fun story about these. The invasions are based off of the original concept for planeswalkers. Um, ooh, okay, that's gonna make things difficult. And who knows how much in the terms of that might be game. That might be game. I don't know. We can in fact board wipe them if we pull out a red. I needed that. Thank you. But it's at the cost of our Chandra, because it's Chandra doing 5/5, which then causes this. I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't know what the line is. I do not know what the line is here. Let's go on an adventure. They could have a counterspell for this. That's not beyond the realm of possibility. This is probably game. Like, when the best I could possibly do, I don't know, it really depends, because like they're gonna have removal. I could stem the bleeding here by 5/5. What we really need, and oh, that would have been nice. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to them. Okay. The competitive player in me, the spike's like, we can't end on that. So yeah, we're gonna do one more. That game did kind of drag on. Then we'll turn off the tunes because it's not magic. Wink. So I do have Baldur's Gate running in the background. If you hear any weird music or anything, that's just to make switching over a lot easier. But like I said, we're gonna do one last game, switch over to Baldur's Gate, probably do like an hour or so of that, and then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. Maybe pick up our Halo playthrough, make some progress on that. Okay. Oh yeah, this is perfectly cromulent tanned. Simpson reference. So the correct play is actually to play play the plains, because we happen to top deck a forest. Like that, we can hang on to those. Then twink. Now the question becomes if they have like a deal 3, that's going to be a little devastating. But if they don't... Okay, that's fine. We got that out of their hand. partially about how we go about getting it. Um, oh wait, undo. This is such a tender love song. Now that lets us leave this braid open. Which 3, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see. We'll go ahead and just pop that. Slow them down a little bit. We could play the hulking raptor. Or we could just expand the sphere, and I think expanding the sphere was not, Okay. So either way, that gets us to. We went with expand the sphere there because we want to keep them from getting because they can't really destroy. Like there's land destruction, but it's not mass. We're not gonna get Armageddon. Armageddon is coming. Keeping their graveyard clean, just because their alt is graveyard based. So what they're telegraphing right now is that they have some sort of removal spell lined up for Gishath, which is very unfortunate. But I think it's also kind of like, yeah, let's get it out of their hand. Because if we top deck into a land here, I do not care. So if we top deck into a land here, we can Gishath again. And Gishath having Vigilance is fucking fantastic. Because we don't have to worry about the Wandering Emperor. Yeah, you can go wander elsewhere. Go wander elsewhere! And take out their token army. Did we actually get... Alright. Well, still, if we top deck a land, we're gonna be able to Gishath them again. Rah! That Gishath is having such a good time. I like that Gishath artwork. The previous Gishath artwork was good. It was just kind of derpy. Derpy good. I'm gonna get a sippy here. Okay. Neat. Discover 4. That's really good. We'll add a green. So we're not going to be Gishathing them. But we are just omnomming things out of their graveyard, which is still... Because doink, doink, yeah, so... They hit themselves, which is... that is beautiful. That is nice. And we can just whoop. Um, we have everything we need, so it doesn't matter. I guess planes, because there are some double white things here in the deck. Uh, and now that this should lead to a Geshath. Nice. Okay. Okay. Should. Should is the operative word here. Uh, you go here. You go there. Oh, wow. We whiffed. But that's going to happen. There's 19 dinos in this deck, so the deck's a third dinos. So that means when we look at 7... Yep. Okay. We've been sitting on this. Go get a land. I'm helping. See? I get my planeswalker back. You get a land. I helped. I was very helpful. um. Ooh.
Thank you for watching. We really hope you discovered your new favourite song or artist in this video.
If so, don't forget to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and leave a like.
Okay. So that's definitely a sign that this is the last one. Ooh. Ooh. Giving it vigilance is the right call. Okay, so they wanna. So still. Okay. We do this. Flash in her. Whoop a bow. You're at 7? Hmm. Um. Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Maybe you guys can hear the ambience from Baldur's Gate in the background. Okay. Whoop a bow. So. Hmm. So now we're kind of inevitable with Gishath, which is nice. Nice. Very good. Whoop, bam. Itali. Itali into Chandra. Into Intrepid Paleontologist. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And 3 there. Um, so this Chandra's probably not sticking around. Good thing it's their Chandra. Um, if it does, I'll be highly amazed. Highly amazed. They are starting to gather some steam here, so it is a little concerning. Uh, but also making them have to pick, because they can give that flying, but also we can one-shot them with a Tolly. Which is probably the plan here, is just to one-shot them with a Tolly. Um, does that work out for us? That might work out for us. Checking, 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 checking. The Quintaris. Okay. Quint isn't alting anytime soon, so we stopped the alting. Okay. So we don't have to. Okay. Click, click. Get rid of her. Alright. So this isn't dragging as much as the last one, which I kind of like. This is very back and forth. Really good game going on here. If we find one of our dinos that can blow up, like that's gonna be a huge, huge. Otherwise, it's tink tink. Because we can police planeswalkers with this raptor, which I don't think they have a. I don't think they have a solution to. Uh, and I'm glad she wandered off over to our side. That one was terrible. Oh dear. All right, so where are we? Where are we? What to do? What to do? That's how you know I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate. I just start saying what to do, what to do. uh, my graveyard. Nice. We can totally burn down the house when needed. Um, so again, this just boils down to what they want to throw in front. That's 5, 7. We want to make sure that we have enough because we need 7. Okay. Yep. And then we have 2 damage that we can send somewhere. So we'll send the 2 damage to the one that's going to ult over here. And only thing left to draw will in fact be basic lands. Oh, awesome. So yeah, the Raptor's been policing. That is way too perfect. Way, way too perfect. At the same time, this hulking raptor is, yeah. Um, yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do. We'll find out. This is gonna be interesting. Ooh, but it has to be converted mana cost 4 or less. It's a very fixed cascade. And really like it. Really, really do like it. They fixed Cascade because Cascade's a fascinating mechanic. It just, mm, discover. Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana cost 4 or less. You may cast without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Is it better than Cascade? You do have one problem, sir. You do, in fact, have a problem. Uh, wink. Because I see the logic. Um, hmm. We put that there. And 3 attackers. There we go. So I see the logic of just negging and yeah, where they just neg 7, they get a bunch of blockers. Problem is that we can Gishath again. Interesting that they went for the Planeswalker. I mean, she's put in a lot of work. I'm glad she wandered over to our side, because, whoa! Wow. One heck of a battle. Really like how this is going, and not just the fact that I'm winning. I mean, everyone loves winning. Oh, okay, let's go. Boink, boink. Ooh. Ooh. Um, Weirdly, it might be the call. only have one. They have light up the night. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to lose a large portion of my board here. But also, we're going to get 8 damage in. This goes away at the end of this turn. So I would rather have the... Do they have the mana, though? Huh. Neat. Get a full hand. Play that. Put that into play tapped. Gains trample haste. Basically, I'm saying that they have to kill me on their turn, and I'm not sure if they can. Like, yes, they have light up the night, exiled, but I don't think they have 14 mana available to them to just be like, burn me out. It's entirely possible, alright? Because if that's 6 basic planes, 6, 8, 10, actually, I think if they would have done the math, they could have. They totally could have. If they would have done the math, I think they totally could have just... Because there's 4, 5, 10, 4, 5, 10, 12. Okay. A red-white control deck. More likely than you think. I'm actually doing this wrong. I should have played Galta. Woof. Do they have it? Is that it? Ha! Yatta! Okay, this is way too much fun. Alright. I know I said one more, but last one, last one. I think we're almost done with our dailies. Oh, we are done. Oh, no. Yeah, we got one more. So we got two more, but I'm going to do one more. I'm going to switch over to Baldur's Gate. Just because this deck is a lot of fun. And it's a new shiny toy. And we've all been there where you get your new shiny toy and you're like, yeah! So it's making the little Timmy and me very, very happy. Very happy. Uh, hmm. Wow. I just checked my email. Wow. Wow. YouTube copyright is so funny. It should not work. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand, by the way. It should not work in a way that puts all the burden on you. It's not worth the fight, but I know I'm right. That's the. So, one of my Christmas videos, um, one of my Christmas videos got copyrighted strike, and they copyright striked it for "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," and like I'm very tempted. I don't know if it's worth it, but like, but what they were claiming is that "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," um, with the addition of a fireplace in the background was transformative enough. Just the melody, "We Wish You a Merry Christmas," was transformative enough that they get valid copyright over my video. And no, because "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" has been. I'm looking at the. Yeah, we didn't get any ramp. Okay. Um, "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." That song dates back to the 1800s. Okay, 1800s. And they're saying that they own the melody of the song, and that by adding, like, there are some serious problems with YouTube copyright. I understand why they complain about it so much, because like, I will fight this a little. I don't know if it's worth possibly getting a strike on my channel. Um, but I'm looking at it and I'm going, this is wrong. That is not transformative enough for them to say that they own the melody um, by adding the sounds of a fireplace crackling in the background, and they are perpetuating theft. All right, so we're gonna go down real quick. See, Baldur's Gate, boom, boom. So we're gonna end stream real quick. I'm gonna bring it back up, and we're gonna play some Baldur's Gate 3 and do some more Act 3 Origin. So, Will.